Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're stepping right into the future. Seriously, we are exploring a concept that honestly feels like it was pulled straight out of a sci-fi film. But it's happening right now. We're looking at what we're calling the zero-code architect. We are testing an absolutely wild premise today, building a fully functional, highly professional website completely from the ground up. But here's the catch. We're doing it entirely without a developer, completely without a designer, and with absolutely zero coding skills. We are literally handing the keys over to the machine. Let's see what happens.
I want you to really think about this for a second. Think about the traditional bottleneck of launching any business, any idea, any passion project online. The absolute biggest hurdle? It's almost always finding technical talent. But what if you didn't need a developer or a designer? We're setting up what would have been an impossible parameter just a couple of years ago for today's real-time experiment.
So here are the ground rules. Number 1, no coding. We're throwing out the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript. Not a single line of code is going to be typed by a human hand. Number 2, no templates. We are not cheating here. We're not jumping into a site builder and tweaking some pre-packaged, beautifully designed template. Nope, we are starting with a completely blank digital canvas.
Number 3, no hiring freelancers. No browsing marketplaces, no interviewing designers, no endless back and forth emails trying to get the padding on a logo just right.
Just AI. That is the ultimate constraint. And our goal here isn't just to see if artificial intelligence can, spit out a raw text file. The real goal is to see if a purely AI-generated site can actually compile functional code, look visually appealing, and most importantly, be genuinely usable in the real world.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The build begins. One simple prompt. This incredibly simple prompt is what kicked off the entire process. Create a modern website for an AI agency. That is literally it. No lengthy 10-page design briefs, no complex prompt engineering mapping out system architecture. Just one simple sentence fed into the model to see exactly how much context the AI could figure out entirely on its own.
And within mere seconds, not days, the AI fired back a generated website structure. Boom, a homepage. Boom, a working navigation bar. Boom, call to action buttons placed right where the human eye naturally falls. It laid the foundation with blinding speed.
But we had to see what else it could do. Section 2, pushing AI to the limit.
Because, let's be totally fair, that very first draft, it worked, sure, but it was completely, undeniably generic. It kind of looked like a website from 2010. It lacked a soul. So a follow-up prompt was fed to the AI, asking it to make the design cleaner, more modern, and a lot more premium. Instantly, the color palette shifted, the typography became sophisticated, the spacing actually breathed. The AI didn't just tweak the code, it fundamentally understood the abstract concept of a premium design.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next phase. Section 3. AI does the heavy lifting.
Pay attention to exactly how much heavy lifting the AI produced next. It's wild. It designed a custom logo. It wrote persuasive marketing copy. It built a visually striking hero section. It drafted detailed service descriptions. It even wired up a fully functioning contact page. It populated the entire digital ecosystem in one seamless sweep. It acted like an entire full-stack creative agency. Think about the massive discrepancy here. Normal time to accomplish all of that. Gathering assets, writing copy, formatting, that takes hours. Actually, scratch that. It takes days of dedicated human effort. And it's an insane cognitive load to context switch between designing, writing, and coding. But AI time? Minutes. Literally minutes. The blinding speed of this zero-code experiment completely shatters how we think about project timelines.
But right when we thought we'd witnessed a flawless digital miracle, we hit a snag. Section 4. The unexpected glitch.
The AI wasn't perfect. We hit this midpoint crisis where the futuristic machine started showing its digital seams. We had weird sections where the content just hallucinated and didn't make any sense. We had broken spacing where grid elements were awkwardly overlapping. And crucially, the mobile version, which is, let's face it, how most people browse the web today, needed serious work. The responsive design was totally scrambled.
So the real question became this. Could AI actually fix its own mistakes? Like if you tell it the mobile padding is off, does it understand how to correct its own code without a human manually fixing the CSS? This was the ultimate cliffhanger. If it couldn't self-correct, well, the zero-code dream was kind of dead in the water.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how it recovered. Section 5, the final reveal. By feeding those errors directly back into the prompt, the AI analyzed its own glitches, recompiled the code, and output the final build. Listen to this takeaway from the creator of the experiment. If I saw this online, I wouldn't immediately guess it was built entirely by AI. That is the ultimate validation, right there. The final output wasn't just functional, it was deceptive. It achieved a level of polish that successfully mimicked real human craftsmanship.
So the crucial point is, where does this leave us? Section 6, the final verdict.
After watching an entire custom website get willed into existence through simple text prompts, we have to ask, can AI right now, today, completely replace professional web developers? Well, the answer is not yet. If you're building a massive web app with complex databases and crazy security routing, you absolutely still need a human team, for sure. But for beginners, solo entrepreneurs, small businesses who just need a stunning digital storefront, it's getting surprisingly, almost scarily, close to perfection.
I want to turn this over to you now. Based on everything we've walked through in this explainer, the compiling speed, the design, that crazy self-correction loop, I want you to mentally rate this AI-generated website from 1 to 10. How impressed are you by a machine doing the work of an entire creative team in just a matter of minutes?
And hey, if you thought building a website without typing a single line of code was pushing the limits, I'll leave you with this provocative thought. What happens when we take the training wheels off completely? For our next zero-code challenge, could we use these exact same tools to build an entire, fully functioning mobile app? Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next explainer.